Chat. Welcome back. Yeah, can't wait to get going on tonight's stream. Yeah, it'll be fun tonight. Yeah. Carolina Hurricanes versus Montreal Canadiens. What a matchup. Montreal on the brink of elimination, and Carolina looking for Game 5 victory. And Wayne Gretzky is in the building, so we'll have to see how he may or may not help. Sorry there, chat. Just finishing up dinner. Yeah. What a matchup we have tonight. It'll be so fun. It'll be, so fun to see these two teams play. Let's get pre-game stats pulled up. Yeah, Newhook with the most goals for the Canadiens this playoffs with 7 goals, and Logan Stanky Leg with 8 goals, and Suzuki with 16 points for the Canadiens, and 13 for Taylor Hall for the Carolina Hurricanes. Maybe even the Carawagon Hurricanes, if you want to call them that. And Jakub Dobes for the Canadiens might get the start in net for the Canadiens. And then Fredrick Anderson will probably get the nod for Carolina, as he has been pretty dominant in these playoffs so far. 11-1, 1.44 goals against average, and .928 save percentage, 3 shutouts. Especially last game in Game 4 against Montreal Canadiens. And what a series for Carolina. Their only loss in the entire playoffs has come at the hands of the Montreal Canadiens in Game 1, May 21st. That is their only loss in the entire playoffs. They have been perfect all playoffs, except in that loss against Montreal. Montreal has the 5th ranked power play in the league in the playoffs, and Carolina, 13th. Not as good as Montreal, but gotta do what you gotta do on the power play. And gotta score. Gotta take advantage of the extra man. And Carolina luckily has killed off 93.8% of their penalties that they have taken. Second in the playoffs. Not bad. But Montreal controlling the face-off dot with 53.4% of their 53.4% of their face-offs have been won. And then goals allowed. Carolina has taken advantage of this, gone with 1.68 goals against the game. Technically, it is 0.01 below that, but I'm not going to say that number because, yeah. That meme is dying, and I do not want to restart it. Yeah, Carolina Hurricanes are first in goals allowed a game, and 7th in goals for a game. And, we'll see who gets the nod in net for Carolina. As well as if Dobes will get the nod for Montreal. And if you're just coming in and haven't done so yet, please click that subscribe button. Trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year. And if I can get past 200, that would truly mean a lot to me as younger content creator in terms of content creators in general. My channel is, yes, relatively young, but it would truly mean a lot to me if you click that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And if you would like to share this stream with hockey friends or friends in general who might want to check out the channel for the first time, feel free to share it with other people. I would truly love to have a whole community of people watch hockey and have great time. Gotta hydrate or dehydrate, chat. Don't want to go thirsty. Yeah, feel free to share with friends, family. Sadly, I have no friends, so yeah. And know if I can share with any friends if I have any. Which, sadly, I don't. I'll be streaming throughout the summer. So feel free to come back throughout the summer. Sadly, I won't be able to stream much next week. Sadly, I'm a little busy, but I'll try and stream as much as I can throughout the summer when I am available. It will be awesome. And yeah, make sure to turn on all notifications if you haven't yet. Once you've clicked that subscribe button, if you haven't yet. And yeah, we'll see what goes on tonight with Carolina and Montreal. Yeah, I'll be doing some Minecraft for, yeah. Sorry, chat, I'm just trying to get just trying to get tracker for all players on the ice. Can't seem to find it right now. And the Hurricanes are getting a hurricane horn sounded to sound the Canes in. And here come the Hurricanes in their alternate jerseys, alternate home jerseys. And the Canadiens are on the ice. Just trying to make my life easier so I don't have to try and guess the players. And we'll take a pause for the anthems. NHL lost legend Claude Lemieux yesterday. Beautiful start. And there we are. And we are nearly ready. Jakub Dobes for the Canadiens will start. And I believe it'll be Fred Anderson. There's Freddie. And we are getting ready. Here we are, and Carolina quickly gets the puck. Here, 2-on-1, and it is stopped by Dobes. Carolina tries to get it in, but here comes Montreal trying to get it out, but Carolina quickly gets it down the other way. Here is Montreal in their own zone. Trip in the corner, but ref didn't see it, and shot towards the net by Walker, and that is swallowed up by Fredrick. That is swallowed up by Jakub Dobes. What a wild start. Blake dinged it off the crossbar. Right off the bat. What a wild start to this game, guys. Big Babsky, what's up? Carolina gets the puck behind the net. Here's a shot, saved by Dobes. Another shot, swallowed up by Dobes. What a hot start for Carolina. They have that really big intensity right out of the gate. It'll really test it'll really test Montreal, but gotta play the game as Carolina gets the puck, but Montreal gets the puck out to center and sends it into Carolina's zone, but quickly Carolina gets the puck back, sends it into Montreal's zone. Here's a shot, and that is going to go into the netting. What a start. Early 2-on-1 to start the game. Don't know how that didn't go in, but it didn't go in. On the most recent shot attempt, looks like Jakub made the save to send the puck out of play. Face-off won by Montreal as they send it out of the zone. Now in offensive zone, now behind the net. Now at the blue line, Montreal has it. Here's a attempted shot by Montreal, but couldn't get it, and they'll try and clear it, but can't quite get there. And apparently there's a delayed penalty. Jakub Dobes heads to the bench. Delayed penalty against Carolina, as Montreal will just play keep away with the puck. I think the penalty will be tripping. And the Carolina fans are booing away. And the Hurricanes will finally touch up on the puck. And we will have our first power play. 2:28. Yeah, I think it'll be tripping. As Svechnikov trips up Hudson. 2 minutes in the box where you can't do that. Because you can't. Face off. Delayed. And Suzuki will be kicked out. And Slavkovsky will come in, and Carolina, with their top-ranked penalty kill, will send it down and out of the zone. And here comes Hudson, I think. Caulfield will drop it back, and here comes Montreal, and offside will be the call. Getting a little too slap-happy, chat. Yeah, Suzuki couldn't quite get the face-off one, but Suzuki will come in and get it again. And Carolina will win the face-off, clear it down into Montreal territory, took a shot at Dobes, steered that away. Suzuki drops it back. Fredrick comes out of the net to play the puck for a little bit, but Montreal quickly gets the puck back. Suzuki over to... and a shot, it looked like, might have went wide. Caulfield passes off to Suzuki now with the puck. Demidov. Back across and a shot. Oh, shot in front. Puck's in the crease. Oh, that was close. Fredrick's coming up big. And the puck is cleared. 30 seconds left on a power play. Montreal now in their own zone, getting some fresh legs on the ice. Allows Carolina to change too. Here's Montreal now in the offensive zone, sending it behind the net. Sending it back behind now. Here's a centering pass, and he whiffed on it. And that will kill the penalty. Wow! That was intense. Montreal now getting it into their own zone. Sending it back behind their net. Here's coming up the sideboards and shot deflected wide. Here's Carolina getting it along the boards. A hit as Jarvis, I think, will kick it back, and another shot saved by Jakub Dobes. What a start to this game as Carolina quickly got a quick 2-on-1 to start this game. Gotta blow my nose. Sorry, Jet. What a start. And Montreal had a really good chance, but couldn't capitalize on it. As Montreal wins the face-off and chops it up the center. Carolina getting it. And Carolina gets it in deep. Dobes out to stop it. Now they're just going to play it behind the net. Carolina crowd will boo Montreal as they get the puck out, and no icing as Montreal gets the puck behind Carolina's goal, and costly turnover there as Carolina will come through center. Cross-ice pass. Attempted shot was whiffed, and here comes Montreal through center, sending it in deep. Logan stanky leg gets it to number 19 for Carolina, as they'll get it from behind our net out the center. Here comes Carolina into Montreal zone. Centering pass! Oh, what a chance! Hard hit along the boards as Montreal clears the zone. And here comes Suzuki. Tried to center it, couldn't, bounced off the skate. And Carolina will clear the puck, and that'll be icing as we'll get a quick break here. And if you're just joining in, please click that subscribe button, as I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year. And Carolina trying to win their first Stanley Cup championship since 2006. Just a little fun fact there, as we get set with another face-off. Unclear who's winning it, but it appears Carolina has won, but Montreal quickly retrieves the puck in the corner. Hard hit in the corner by a Carolina player. And offsides, as the Canadiens of Montreal couldn't get all their players out of the zone in time. Gotta keep hydrated. And Montreal honored the loss of Claude Lemieux, longtime Canadian. I believe he may have helped in Montreal's last, if not one of their earlier cup wins. And yeah, we'll have to see if Montreal can get some shots on goal, as they only have one so far. It has been going all Carolina's way. Excuse me. It has been going all Carolina's way up to this point. And Montreal needs to find a way back into this game. And if you're just coming in, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 180 subs this stream and trying to get to 200 by the end of this year. Feel free to share with your friends. Griffey 3. Of course, the refs are doing good. Hey, they got a penalty. That's clear, so there is that. There is that. If I need to, I will pull this out. If the refs are that bad, I will become the ref. Not really, though, because I'm not on the ice, but I'll make my own calls. as Montreal has the puck along the near boards. As they come through center and take a shot, Fredrick saves it. Carolina clears the zone into Montreal's zone now as Montreal now trying to get the puck back behind their zone. Here's Carolina now behind the net, centering pass. Good shot, stopped by Dobes. And here's Carolina coming into the zone, sending it in deep. Hit along the boards by Carolina and centering pass. Couldn't find its intended player. And now Montreal dumping it in deep. Montreal player's stick snapped in half. And Carolina clears. Montreal behind their net. Carolina boos them once again. And we'll see if they play it out before GTA 6, and they do. And that'll be icing. Good call by the refs. And if you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 by the end of the year. And yeah, earlier, Jarvis made his man realize ice was slippery, took a tumble, and an injured Hurricane. We'll see if that makes anything more difficult, but here's Montreal coming into their zone, or their offensive zone, that is. But Carolina quickly gets the puck, sending it into Montreal's zone, behind the net. Pass back up to the blue line, and a one-timer, saved by Dobes. Montreal sends it back out to neutral ice, but Carolina quickly gets it back. Chance in front, they score! They score! Taylor Hall for the Carolina Hurricanes makes it 1-0 Carolina. Might have collided with Dobes out in front, but so they could make a case there, but who knows? Thanks, Griffey. Yeah. Oh. Got a ref moment. Gotta turn into the Dawson ref. Let's look at this again. Montreal could definitely make their case for goaltender interference. Yeah. I think, definitely got pushed. But what is goalie interference these days? What is goalie interference? Stanky leg with the push of the leg, and then Taylor Hall puts it in. Yeah, could make the argument that there was goalie interference, but here's the call. No goalie interference. The goal stands. You could definitely make your call. But I personally think that was goalie interference. I think that was goalie interference. Stankoven Stankoven slid into Dobes. That's why Montreal challenged. And that'll be delay of game penalty for Montreal. And Carolina will get their first power play of this series. This game. And here is Carolina into their zone. Svechnikov back up to Ehlers with a shot. Saved by Dobes. Ehlers. Jarvis. Ehlers. Goss to spare with a shot. Blocked. Montreal tried to clear. Aho sends it behind the net. And Montreal quickly gets the puck, but Svechnikov quickly gets it back. And a pile of players go down to the ice. And Montreal clears the puck. Here is Carolina coming through neutral ice. Hall over to Ehlers has a shot, and that is saved by Jakub Dobes. What a start to this game. As Stanky Leg gets into Dobes' business, and Hall puts the puck into the net. Here's the face-off. Carolina wins that cleanly. Here's starting pass, quickly got put out. Here's Jarvis up top. Shot, and that is blocked in front. Montreal clears the puck. And here is Carolina coming down the ice, putting the puck behind the net. 10 seconds left in the penalty. And here comes Montreal. One last chance. Nope. Carolina gets it back. Penalty expires, and here comes Carolina. Hall in a pass. Stanky Leg couldn't put it in the net. Carolina keeps possession, gets back to the blue line, turnover. 1-on-2, shot, misses wide and goes into the net. Yeah, I wish I could show you the goal, but I can't because of copyright. Don't want to get copyrighted. Sadly, like my one of my videos sadly got copyrighted, had to take it down, which is sad. Not only because I don't really have any friends, but because it was my second most viewed video. 110 views, 112 views. But yeah, it was for educational purposes, but I don't know. Anyways, let's focus back on hockey, shall we? Let's see. Carolina has 8 shots on goal up to this point. 1-0. But as you may have seen my shirt before, I put on this beautiful referee jersey. I have a Montreal jersey or Montreal shirt on. And yeah, Montreal, that's who I want to win, but I don't really care who wins this series. I just want a team to beat Vegas. As everyone hates them. And I'm not really a fan of Mitch Marner anymore. Trader to Canada? Well, I guess the Leafs dealt him. Anyways, back to the play at hand. Carolina wins the face-off in 1-on-1 with the Canadian, but Dobes sends it back behind the net. Here's Stahl. And the shot misses the net. Suzuki. Oh, what a chance! Oh, what a chance! Stahl was robbed by Dobes. Holy Mackinac! What a sequence of events! Dobes shuts the door. Wow! That was a great save. Defense didn't really do much, but what a save by Jakub Dobes. Face-off won by Montreal as they flick it down the ice, but here comes Carolina 3-on-1, or 3-on-2, sorry. Couldn't quite put it past Dobes as Montreal sends it into the Carolina zone. Carolina gets the puck, sends it out to center. Montreal now brings it to center, but here comes a chance for Carolina. That is swallowed up by Jakub Dobes. Oh my. What a sequence of events. Gotta unpack here, chat. This has gone wild. We won't get to it right now, but here is Carolina with a shot. Blocked and sent wide. And whistle blown. Goal is dislodged. Oh, was it? It was dislodged by... goal interference? Goal interference? Svechnikov. What a stupid call! What a stupid call! That call was so horrible. Jakub Dobes literally body checked Svechnikov. And the refs call it goal interference. What a joke. What a joke. But power play for Montreal as they win the face-off, and Carolina puts it out to center. But Montreal quickly gets it back, sends it behind the net. And here comes Carolina shorthanded. Sends it behind the net, but Jakub Dobes will get the puck. Here comes Montreal. For Montreal. Sending it in. Carolina gets it back out, sends it down the ice. Dobes behind the net will get it back. Carolwagon fans are rightfully mad. But Montreal sends it behind the net. Sends it back behind the net now. Less than a minute left. Newhook for Montreal. Here's a pass. Shot. That is blocked in front. And Carolina sends it down the ice with 30 seconds left to go in the questionable goalie interference. And here comes Montreal into Carolina's zone. Tried to center it, but Carolina gets the puck. Tries to center it out, or tries to send it down, but Montreal gets it back. And Carolina going on a 2-on-2 as the power play expires. Dobes will get the puck swallowed up. What do you mean by that? That was a questionable goalie interference, chat. Very questionable. I would say Dobes literally put himself in that situation on purpose. But y'all can go check out the highlight for yourself. That was definitely a questionable penalty. Luckily, Carolina was able to kill it off. I'm on Carolina's side with this. That call was definitely one of the worst calls I've seen. But feel free to make your opinion on it. It was a questionable call. And Carolina has dominated this game. Yeah, Carolina just steamrolling so far in terms of shots. But it's only 1-0. 13-3. Less than 5 minutes left to go. Stanky leg in to take the face off for Carolina. Stankoven wins it. Here's Carolina. Oh! Goal! 2-0. Stanky leg puts it in the back of the net. 2-0. Carolina. All starts with a face-off and then Aho behind the net. Out to Stanky leg. And Logan Stankoven. Top shelf. Wow. Logan Stankoven makes it 2-0 Carolina. Wow. Montreal now behind their net. Sending it behind Carolina's net. And Fredrick's out to get it. Montreal at center though, but Carolina quickly gets it back. And then another turnover, and Montreal gets the puck. Carolina quickly gets the puck back and sends it into Allen. What a hit out at center! As looks like Hudson was on the receiving end of that hip check. Or hip toss, if you want to call it that. And that'll go out of play, and don't think it'll be a penalty, guys. It won't. But yeah, I think he meant to send it down the ice, but here's Montreal centering pass off the post. Give that post to Pat. He saved the game. But here comes Carolina sending it down behind Montreal's net. Here's Montreal now coming through center. Sending it into Carolina's zone. Carolina now trying to get it out the center. Race for the puck. Here's the chance. And a goal! 3-0 Carolina. Wow. Wow. Breakaway, too close, your legs, 5-hole. As Dobes couldn't quite close his legs. Nothing he could do about that. Defense couldn't get back in time. And that will be 3-0 Carolina. Excuse me. Don't want to die on stream. Wow. Montreal sends it out to center. Sends it back in their zone. But Montreal now coming through center. Montreal now trying to center it, but couldn't find the intended target. Montreal sending it behind the net, but Carolina gets it back out to center, and Carolina sends it in. Lane Hudson behind his net with the puck. Sending it to center, and that'll dump it in. And tried to send it back behind the net, but here comes Carolina, 2-on-2, the opposite way. And Aho gets shoved into the boards. Oh, net nearly got dislodged again, but here's Carolina behind Montreal's net. Svechnikov behind the net. Spare sending it behind the net, but Montreal trying to get it down the center, and they do. What a first period as Carolina dumps it into Montreal zone. And Montreal now behind their net. Getting it out to center. Davidov now. Handed it over to Suzuki. And Fredrick's nearly caught behind his net. As Carolina trying to repeat their last goal. But Montreal sends it out to center. They send it in to Montreal zone. And Montreal behind their net. 30 seconds left to go in the first. And coming through center and offsides. Wow. This is going to be an interesting intermission talk, guys. "26 seconds left to go. If you're just joining in and haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of this year. And here's Carolina. Player with a broken stick. 10 seconds left to go. Montreal sends it out down the ice. Looks like Aho will beat icing into a shot. Blocked in front, and that'll be it for the first period. Miller getting crowded for that blocked shot. And no, it's Miller. Miller who got the block. And we are going into the first intermission, so I can take this off. Because there will be no reffing. Back to pre-reffed awesome. Quickly gotta take a quick water break. We'll be right back. Stay hydrated, chat. It's how you live. What a first period. Loads to unpack here, chat. Sadly, I can't show you any of the highlights or else YouTube will come after me and strike down my content for copyright. I don't want to get copyrighted. So, I'll give a quick rundown of what happened. Yeah. Carolina's up 3-0. First goal is questionable because Jakub Dobes actually gets interfered with. That is really questionable because later in the game, literally the refs call a goaltender interference that was literally so dumb that even a rat would call that not goalie interference. Not goalie interference. But the refs decided to call it goalie interference, And rightfully so, the Carolina crowd is mad, as you'd expect. But that's alright, they kill off the penalty, and a couple minutes later, Carolina scores. No big deal, right? Only a minute and 20 seconds later, though. A minute 20 seconds later, I'd say. Carolina flips the puck out from their own zone. And it is a breakaway. And they score 5. 3-0 Carolina. And that is basically the sum of the first period so far. And if you want to go see that questionable goalie interference call, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, Hurricanes lead shot department 15-4. 15-4. Montreal, what are we doing? What are we doing, Montreal? Not a great start for Montreal. If they want a chance of getting back in this series, they got to take control of this second period. And they are going to have some major changes, but yeah. Carolina's definitely taken notes from the Florida Panthers. And yeah, Hurricanes are very dominant as they look to get to the Cup final after years of misery of not getting past the conference final. But yeah, it will be very tricky to get back in this game. Yeah, gotta defend. Defend, 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 defend. It doesn't matter who you are, you gotta defend. It doesn't matter what sport. Doesn't matter who you're playing with or who you're playing against. Got to defend. Got to defend to the best of your ability. Whether that be in the regular season, in the preseason, and you're trying to earn your spot on the roster, or you're in the postseason, possibly competing for your season in a do-or-die game. Got to defend. And defense wins games. Assuming you score. But your defense might not be perfect. But you gotta defend. It will be awesome if Montreal can somehow come back from this 3-0 deficit. But yeah, it'll be... They have to get something going on offense before then, but it will take great speech by Montreal's coach to get them to score 3 goals after letting up 3 in the first. And gotta get more shots on goal. That's also key. That is key. Getting shots on goal. That will eventually lead to more shots, obviously, and goals. If you want goals or points, whatever sport you're playing, gotta take a shot. At least aim for the net, goal, or whatever used in your sport. Goal. Like Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That is probably, the most inspiring quote in sports. Said by one of the most influential people in sports. Not saying that other people might be more or less influential in their own right, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Just throw pucks on net. One's eventually gotta go in. Maybe even get a deflection. But yeah. And gotta take control against the boards as well. Win those 50-50 board battles. Once you win them, get the open space, possibly pass it to a teammate if there's no open space, and find the best option to get into your zone. That's my speech to Montreal, but who knows? Could see a different Montreal team and could see different Montreal in the second period. We'll have to see. Yeah. And right at the end of the period, too, the shot blocked by Miller. That has got to hurt. Yeah, I haven't taken a vulcanized rubber puck to the back myself, but it seems like it hurts. It definitely seems like it hurts. Taking a piece of volcanic rock to the back. It'll be fun to see what can be accomplished in the second period. Yeah. I kinda wish I could keep my video uncopyrighted, but who knows? If you're just joining in and haven't done so yet, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 subs by the end of the year. Nearly 3/4 of the way there. It would mean a lot to me. It would mean a lot to the channel. And it would truly mean a lot to me if you click that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And because this is what I genuinely enjoy doing. Love making content for you all. Yeah, it can show who I am on camera. Can play games, interact with the YouTube community. Can show my skills both in games like Minecraft and, well, we'll see if I want to play other games, but yeah, so far it's only Minecraft. And building Legos. I got a project that I'm gonna do this summer. Won't reveal it till part 1 comes out, but you'll have to wait and see what comes of this project that I'm gonna do. This Lego project, so please subscribe if you want to see that project. And stay notified for when I'm not going to reveal how many parts it is, I'll just say part 1 for right now, because it'll be multiple videos. I'll give you that much. Yeah. It's gonna be a big Lego project, I'll give you that much as well. It'll take a long time. Also, I'm recording a new Minecraft video, so yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll see what I can accomplish this summer, both with the NHL playoffs and doing Minecraft, Stanley Cup playoffs. And if you want to see me do other sports, feel free to suggest them. Feel free to suggest any sports you want me to do. Whether that be baseball, football, American football. What other sports? Tennis. Esports. Or if you want me to do MCC. I don't know if I'm gonna do that though, but yeah, feel free to suggest in the live chat. Yeah, who knows? Maybe there'll be a new sport that'll come out this summer. Who knows? What other sports are there? Maybe if there are any marathons on TV, I could watch that. Or if you want more running videos, I can post more running videos. Yeah, feel free to subscribe and suggest away. I am all ears. Or I guess eyes in this case. Oh my gosh, gotta crack myself up sometimes. Gotta have a little fun. And we are getting back into the action, guys. Montreal wins the face-off. But quickly. Carolina sends it down the ice. If you're just joining in, please click that subscribe button. Trying to get to 200 subs by the end of the year. And here's Carolina. Breakaway. Oh! What a save by Jakub Dobes. Jakub Dobes with a stellar couple of saves. And a tripping penalty coming to Montreal. As who's going to the box? Suzuki? Okay, it's holding on Suzuki. Suzuki with holding. Oh, on that stellar chance breakaway. Fanned on the second shot. Canes power play. Not sponsored by Canes, though. That would be insane, but here's a battle along the boards. Here's Carolina, stanky leg over to Harvest, and oh, what a chance! Centered in front. Oh my gosh, what a save by Jakub Dobes. Stanky. Oh, that got blocked and out it goes. Miller. Keandre Miller. Stanky leg. Taylor Hall. Back to Hall from stanky leg. Miller. And Miller with it back. Carolina. Montreal now with possible break. Nope. And Miller with the puck now. Less than a minute left to go in the power play. Here comes Carolina. Centering pass, couldn't get in. And Montreal clears it. Fredrick with coming out, but here comes Carolina with speed through center. Big hit along the boards, and here comes Montreal. Less than half a minute left to go in the power play. Here comes Montreal. Shot went wide. And Goss to spare now, coming through center. Right down Broad Street, or Broadway. Jarvis. Oh, I know! What a scramble through the crease. But Fredrick's next day delivery serves it up behind the net for Jarvis. And here comes Carolina. Sends it behind Montreal's net. And Montreal sends it back behind their net. Power play has expired by now. Montreal trying to get it out of their zone, but okay, now they get it against the wall and trying to get a shot off, but can't. Slavovsky moves it to, and it'll go wide and it'll go up and out of play. And if you are new to the stream and haven't done so yet, click that subscribe button. trying to get to 200 subs by the end of the year. It would truly mean a lot to me as a newer content creator to get to 200 subs, possibly even get to 500, get monetized. But first goals first, gotta get to 200. And Carolina wins that face-off, and looks like a Canadian is down. Looks like that'll be a high stick. Yeah, it definitely did look like a high stick. Oh yeah, that was a high stick. If anything, that was a high stick. Oh yeah, I gotta get this back on. Gotta get this back on. Montreal wins the face-off here. Sending it across the ice, and Slafovsky shot on net, but Fredrick makes the save, and yeah, I'm surprised Montreal has done anything with their power play. As Montreal gets the puck back behind their net, and Hudson now. And oh, whoa, what a chance! Oh my gosh. What a chance for the Habs. Oh, another chance. Oh, on the doors. Oh my gosh, with an empty net. With an empty net. He whiffed on it. And Carolina clears. With a minute left. They... Oh man, Montreal. Carolina clears, and Dobes will clear, or come out behind his net. And now, Dobson will come in and dump it in. And Carolina clears again. Dobes shot again. Less than 30 seconds. Montreal now coming through center. And Carolina, dying seconds of the penalty kill, clear it down, and that'll do it for the power play. And Dobes plays it from behind his net. Now Montreal is behind their net. And Carolina's booing them. Carolina player realized that I was slippery, took a tumble, and what a hit along the boards. And Carolina trying to gain possession here. And race for the puck as Carolina gets there first. Montreal takes it away though. Donnell sends it out though, but Montreal now could have a chance. Oh, what a chance, but couldn't get there. Near the dots now is Montreal in the corner. Hudson trying to battle for it. Sorry, that's not Hudson. And here's a shot, and it's blocked in front. Here, Carolina turnover. 3-on-2. Breakaway, in, oh, rebound, score! Wow. That was a juicy rebound. Stahl with the initial shot, and then the juicy rebound put away by Stahl. No, that was Blake. Sorry. And if you're just coming in, we have just seen a 4-0 spanking by the Carolina Hurricanes. Feel free to click that subscribe button, and that'll turn on notifications to be notified on future uploads. In Montreal now, behind their net, coming through center. Hudson sends it down into Carolina's zone, but now centered front. Oh, whiffed on it, and Fredrick delivers with next second saves. Wow, on the doorstep. Fredrick's next day delivery. And Blake makes it 4-0. And if you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so Nelly the doggo. Oh yes. Wonder how Nelly would do on skates. And you can go check out my shorts and see my dog, Nelly. Plan on doing definitely do some future shorts with her. So make sure you're subscribed to see that. And she definitely does have a lot of energy. I will say that. But we'll see if it's enough for Montreal. Who knows? Montreal needs to find something. Because they are getting absolutely spanked. Absolutely spanked by the Carolina Hurricanes. And I know what they can do to get their players going, but they need to do something, chat. They need to do something. Here comes the face-off. 11:47 left to go in the second period. Face-off won by Carolina, sending it into Montreal's zone. And Montreal clears the zone now, coming into Carolina's zone. Carolina now getting the puck out the center. Montreal takes it right back. Lane Hudson. Now Caulfield getting the puck. Takes a trip around his own net. Now Montreal tries to send it in, but Carolina says no and takes it back. Sends it behind Montreal's net. Centered in front, but couldn't get it. Another chance. And here's Carolina set up in Montreal's zone. One-timer. That goes very wide. It's glass. And the crowd is chanting "Ole" in Carolina. And if you're just coming in, please click that subscribe button. trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of the year. Truly means a lot to me, and it shows me that you really care about the content I make. And that is Offsides by Carolina. I just saw a funny memory of earlier in the playoffs when Buffalo was still in, which was this year, and they had the dummy in yes, the player with a, or not the player, but dummy with a jersey of either their opponent or the ref, and bandwagon, and that's not the main point. Here comes Montreal through center, sending it into Carolina's zone. Sending it back behind the net. Carolina gets it now. Battle for it. Montreal gets it back. And a shot. That goes wide. Here comes Carolina. Sending it into Montreal's zone now. Montreal collects it behind their net. And Carolina now turns it over. Hudson sends it in. But here comes Carolina coming through center 2-on-2. It's Jarvis, but that can't connect. And penalty against Montreal. Lane Hudson, what have you done, my bud? What have you done, my dude? Oh, high stick. Okay, yep. Can't miss that. That's clear as belly, as they say. And commercial break, but we're still here on the action. What a game up to this point, chat. Montreal is getting a spanking. 4-0 at the hands of the Carolina Hurricanes. What a game. What a game. And when action resumes, it'll be Carolina power play. And yeah, we'll have to see what they can do. Maybe they'll go up 5-0, chat. Maybe they'll go up 5-0. Then I can bring out this again. Then I can bring out this again and just annoy you all. I can just spam this. I can just spam this. Y'all be annoyed. Y'all probably leave, but I don't want y'all to leave. I don't want you to be annoyed. But yeah, we got a game to play, chat. Maybe this will happen. Short-handed. Maybe this will happen. Maybe that'll happen, but who knows? Who knows? And we're back underway, and oh, what a chance! Already off the draw. Zone is cleared. Puck is now back in Carolina's zone, but coming through center now. Sending it in. Dobes clearing it. single-handedly clearing it for Carolina, or for Montreal, sorry. Minute and a half left. And here comes Carolina. Here's Carolina. Miller up top in a shot. That goes wide. Here is Carolina again. Down low. Miller up top. Miller again. Going up top. Here's a pass. Another shot. That goes wide. Miller now. And here's the centering pass. That misses. 30 seconds left to go in the power play. Here is Carolina now. 15 seconds. Gotta do something, Carolina. 6 seconds. Oh, that should be another penalty. That should be another penalty. Refs, are you blind? Refs, are you blind? That was a penalty. That was clear as day. That was clear as day. That was, oh my gosh. Carolina player was tackled, but Montreal takes the shot, and that is saved by Fred Anderson. Matheson now. Centering pass. Fredrick's next day delivery saves it again. Matheson now. Sends it down. Jarvis now. Sending it up to center. But Montreal. High stick. And if you're just coming in and haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 subs by the end of the year. And Carolina nearly scored again, chat. Well, not right now, but yeah. On the power play. Stanky leg. Logan Stankoven. Hit the crossbar. Here's Carolina winding up for a shot that is blocked. And Montreal clears the zone. And Montreal turns it over, and here's Carolina sending it into their offensive zone. In front of the net in the slot area, but Montreal clears it. Hit against the wall, and the trapezoid behind net. Oh, and what a hit! Here's Carolina with a shot, and that is saved by Jakub Dobes. And if you're just joining in, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 subs by the end of the year. It would mean a lot to me. And shows your interest in seeing more content like this. And I'll be here for most of the Stanley Cup Finals between, I'm assuming Carolina, because they are dominant this game, but who knows, we still got a little more than a period to play, and the Vegas Golden Knights. So, we'll have to see. We will have to see. Yeah. Stay tuned. I'll be here for most of the playoffs. Sadly, I won't be here next week for most of the week. I'll be taking care of some personal business. I'll be doing stuff for school. Coming up on my senior year, high school. But yeah, hope it'll be fun. And well, now I'm getting an ad for the Aussie Open. Oh wait, maybe not. Who knows? But wherever the clay courts are, maybe I could do more streams on that if you want me to do that. Here's Montreal now in Carolina zone. Sending it down behind the net. And Carolina flips it out. Carolina player nearly got the puck on trip that the refs didn't call. Now Montreal has the puck. Getting it out the center. And here's Montreal with a chance. Shipped it wide. And Carolina winning a puck battle along the boards. Jarvis getting the puck. And then sending it into the zone. Matheson now behind the net. Sending it out to center. And Carolina getting the puck. And yeah, Carolina is just dominating in shots. 20-9. And the shot misses net. And Carolina gets the puck, but quickly taken away by Montreal. Here's Montreal with a chance. Centered in front. Couldn't get the shot off, and another chance. Saved by Fred. Fredrick's next day delivery. 10th shot on goal. What's the whistle? Too many men. All right. Who's it on? That's on Montreal. 2 minutes for you can't do that. You cannot do that. Can't have that many players on the ice. Well, I guess you can, including goalie, but not that many skaters, chat. Too many skaters. Here's on the ice right now. Svechnikov, Aho, Jarvis, Stahl, and Gostisbehere for the power play. Here's a shot, and that is swallowed up by Jakub Dobes. 5 seconds into the power play. 3.5 minutes left to go in the second period. And Carolina is taking care of business. Pun intended, by the way. And Carolina now in front of the net. Missed the shot. And here's another chance. Missed the net again. Montreal clears the puck. Goes all the way down the ice. Fredrick, next day delivery. Delivers the puck up to Jarvis. Or not Jarvis, sorry. Here's dump in by Carolina. Here's Carolina now. Can't see the players' numbers, so I can't see who, but Gostisbehere passes it over, and now Gostisbehere again. Aho rips it. Misses. Gostisbehere. Takes a skate near the blue line. Here's Gostisbehere. Aho. Back to Svechnikov. Shot. Oh, and, well, they score! They score! Who gets a goal? It's Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere with the goal. Wow. Oh yeah, it was Gostisbehere. Wow. 5-0. Carolina taking care of business. Like I said, with my terrible dad joke, of course. But, wow. Sorry, I'm tired. It's been a long week, guys. And here's Carolina with another shot that was sent wide. I think that was a power play goal, too, by Gostisbehere. 5-0. Here's Montreal coming through center. Healers sending it behind the net. Yeah, it was a power play goal by Shane Gostisbehere. Here's Montreal in front, and that was a great stop by Fredrick. Next day delivery. Next shot delivery. Another shot saved by Fredrick. Next shot delivery. What a game, chat. What a game. And if you're just joining in, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 subs by the end of the year. Want to do more of these live streams, and I will. So, let's get back to it. As the face-off is won by Carolina, and they send it out to center. Hudson will skate behind his net. And here comes Montreal the other way. And a great poke check by Carolina. Carolina sends it in deep. Montreal coming out from behind their own net. Matheson coming in. No, that was Deneau. Sorry. I don't know my players, guys. But Montreal now behind their own net. 10 seconds left to go. And Carolina flips it out of the center. Montreal. One last push, maybe. Last save by Fredrick. Next save delivery. And that is the end of the second period. And Fredrick's next save delivery is a brick wall. And what a season by Carolina. What a game. Just shutting the door and not letting Montreal do what they want to do. And wonder what the coach is going to do back in the locker room. Yeah, gotta take control of this game, Montreal. Gotta take control. Gotta take the bull by the horns. But it's looking very hard right now, considering Montreal is down by 5 goals. Goss despair, adding to that lead, making it 5-0. And it could be a shutout with Fredrick's next save delivery. Yeah, just shutting the door. Making it hard for Montreal to get anything done. And yeah, this will definitely be a game to watch. And still can't believe that missed call. And if you're just joining in, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of the year. Want to do more streams like this. And I'll, of course, do some Minecraft live streams, so if you want to join those, make sure to stay notified. We'll see if I'll do one tomorrow. We'll see. But I might. Who knows? Might work on my Minecraft video that I'll be uploading here sometime during the summer. Get my summer content out along with my good old summer facial hair. Gonna do a beard this year. A little different from years past, because usually I've been doing a mustache. Just growing out my mustache all summer. But yeah, now getting a beard going. Yeah, and haven't shaved since my birthday. I've only trimmed it. So, yeah. I actually haven't shaved since before my birthday, which was only like 2-3 weeks ago, I think so. Yeah. That's how long I haven't shaved for, but yeah. Now get my summer fur, if you want to call it that. Whereas my dad calls it peach fuzz. It is not peach fuzz, Dad, if you're watching this. It is facial hair. Even the camera here is picking it up. And, yeah, they're showing here that Carolina fans are happy. Saying, ole, ole, ole. Next stop, Stanley Cup Finals, read one of the signs. And yeah, we'll see. It's been a domination by the Wagon Hurricanes. This has been doozy. It has been wild. It is wild. Yeah, especially with Wayno the Great Gretzky. And yeah, we'll see how the rest of this third period unloads, but it has been all Carolina, literally. Carolina has scored all the 5 goals in this game. 5-0. It has been wild. It has been wild, chat. Yeah, Stankoven adding another goal to his playoff resume. I probably don't need this anymore. Just realized it, like, pretty much halfway in intermission, but I don't need it since we're not in play. And yeah, if you're just joining in, please click that subscribe button. I'm on the way to 180 subs. On the road to 200 by the end of this year. So if you're just joining in and haven't done so yet, please click that subscribe button. I want to get to that next milestone. And yeah, hopefully I do. Sorry, I got the bathroom jiggle. It has been a game, chat. It has. Let's see the stats here. Yeah, Carolina is up 24-15 in terms of shots. They were up like 15-9 in terms of shots in the first period, or in the first intermission. Now it's 24-15. Montreal's slowly getting there, but yeah, it has definitely gone in Carolina's favor. Excuse me. Carolina's 1 for 4 on the power play, chat. 1 for 4, that's 25%. That's such a big percent. Carolina has 16 hits, while Montreal has half the hits. Same story with blocked shots. Carolina has 6 blocked shots. Now I'll let you do the math for Montreal. And it has been a game. It has been a game, chat. And I need to use the restroom really bad. I'll take a quick break. Chat, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, chat. Don't get me canceled, please. Or then I probably should turn down TV so I don't get demonetized. But I'll be back. Don't get me canceled, chat. Yo, chat, you get me canceled? Better not have. Okay, I didn't get canceled. That's good. Stream didn't get taken down. That's good. Yeah, and We are getting close to third period, as it is right around the corner. Let's see here. Yeah, it is about a minute away, so be ready, chat. Be ready. We'll see. Yeah, it is. It has been a doozy up to this point. Montreal has not been doing great. And yeah, we'll see how they fare in the third period, but it has not been going their favor in Game 5. It has been a disaster. I'll say that. It will be a marathon if they try and... And if Montreal somehow claws back, I'd be surprised. It would be... yeah, let's just say a marathon. It won't be easy, but if Montreal can somehow get it done, that will be a miracle. It would be a miracle if somehow Montreal gets it done. And we are coming back, chat. Coming back from... oh, sorry. We are coming back from intermission. We are coming back. And here we go. Carolina wins the face-off and sends it down into Montreal's zone, but Montreal quickly getting it back in a shot saved by Freddy. Here comes Carolina sending it in. Here's Montreal against the boards. Hudson behind Carolina's net. Carolina fans booing. Montreal sending it into Carolina's zone. Carolina getting it back. Here's Carolina coming through center. Stanky leg. Sending it behind the net. Here's Montreal. I think Carrier here. And Montreal sends it back. Fredrick's next day delivery drops it off for Miller, I think. No. Yeah, I think it is Miller. And Carolina sends it into Montreal's zone. And Montreal now along the wall, and big hit along the boards. What a hit. Here's Montreal now. 2-on-2, but quickly Carolina shuts that down. Montreal with a shot that is blocked in front. Carolina trying to send it out. And that'll clear the zone, and that will be icing. What a start to the period, chat. I think it might be safe to say that Carolina has successfully secured the series. And I gotta put my ref shirt back on, guys. Gotta put my ref shirt back on. Last period. And Montreal wins the draw. Shot that is blocked in front. Another chance in the slot. That didn't get through. Another shot that is blocked. Montreal now whiffed on a pass. And Dobes is all the way out, sending it to the blue line. And Fredrick's trying to clear the zone. And Montreal sends it back nearly behind the net. But here's Carolina trying to clear. And here's a chance, and couldn't get a pass on it. Tried to center. Shot, and it goes wide after a block. And Carolina successfully clears the zone and gets a line change. Montreal. Hudson again behind his net. And now behind the net. Here comes Carolina. 2-on-2. Here's a chance. Saved by Dobes. Montreal sends it in. Svechnikov gets it off the boards and out of the zone. Here's Montreal again, sitting behind their net. Montreal stretching it out to center. Here's a chance for Carolina. The shot, and that gets saved by Jakub Dobes. Montreal tried to send it in, but they couldn't do so. And icing on Carolina. That'll go down to the other end of the ice. And yeah, what a game so far, guys. Here's a shot by Montreal, and that goes wide. And Montreal tries to send it in. And Carolina clears the zone, sending it down towards Dobes. And Montreal again. Carolina fans booing. And that goes out of play. And yeah, this has been an interesting game, and if you're just coming in, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 subs by the end of the year. So, yeah, please click that subscribe button. As, yeah, ref wasn't happy with that face-off. So, we'll get a redo. And Montreal wins it and gets it out to center. Jarvis tried to get it, but does it go out of play? I think it does. Less than 15 minutes left and broken stick. Thought there was going to be a fight, but there wasn't. And Montreal gets it out to center. And then Carolina gets it back. Carolina in their own zone. Slavin sends it through center. And Jakub Dobes gets it. Habs send it down the ice, and that'll be icing. If you're just joining in, please click that subscribe button and I'll get to 180. At least that's the goal for this stream, but might not get there. But that'll be next stream's goal. Here's the face-off won by Carolina. And Dobes, where are you going? Out of your net. Dobes lost his stick. Gets his stick after it gets behind, after Montreal keeps it behind the net. And fight for the puck. Carolina gets it and sends it in past Dobes. Carolina keeps it in, but Montreal quickly puts it back out. And here comes Montreal coming through center. Fredrick's next day delivery sends it out to center. Oh, and that's a trip. Clear as day. Yep. Logan Stahl. 2 minutes for you can't do that, bud. Clear as day. And this is the Eastern Conference Finals on Dawson 2. And if you're just coming in, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 180 subs by the end of the year. It would mean a lot if I could get to 100. It would definitely mean a lot if I could get to 200 subs by the end of the year. Every sub counts. Every sub counts, guys. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm getting tired, chat. I'm getting sleepy. It is 10:20 p.m. my time. I'm getting tired. But we'll see if I can stay up for the rest of the game. We'll see if I can stay up. But if you're just coming in, please click that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 200 subs by the end of the year. Truly means a lot. Not just saying it to say it. And Dobes comes out to play it. And here comes Lane Hudson. Through center. Drops it off. Here comes Montreal now coming through center. Carolina sends it back down, and Jakub Dobes comes out to play it. Suzuki through center and dumps it in. Here comes Carolina, and that'll be icing, but Dobes coming way out of his net to play the puck. Just under 12 minutes left to go in the game, and we'll see. In a minute left in Montreal's power play after the tripping call. Here's Montreal, and a shot blocked. Here's another shot. Couldn't get on. Fredrick, and pushing, and Suzuki getting into it. And if you're just coming in, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 subs by the end of the year. Truly means a lot on my end. Not saying it to say it. And trying to get 200 subs by the end of the year. Every little bit helps. And here's face-off won by Montreal. Silky moves, but can't get it. And here is Carolina 2-on-1. Opposite way. Couldn't connect the pass. Here comes Montreal. And coming through center. Montreal now. And the Hurricane gloved that down and cleared the puck. Last chance on the power play for Montreal, who have not been able to get anything done. Almost 10 minutes left to go in this game. In 10 minutes from Carolina going to the Stanley Cup Finals. Here's Carolina, couldn't get a stick on that, and here comes Montreal the other way. 3-on-3. Had to dump it in. Big hit along the boards. Another broken stick. And a slash. It looks like will be called on Carolina. Goss Despair taking the blow. And if you're just joining in, please click that subscribe button. Trying to get to 200 subs by the end of the year. Montreal will have another power play. Face-off won by Carolina. Can't clear the zone. Here's Montreal. Coming up on 10 minutes and a shot blocked. Stahl blocks the shot. If you're just coming in and haven't done so yet, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 subs. Stahl and Suzuki in for the face-off. Montreal wins it in a shot that sails wide. Here's Montreal now, dropping it off. Here's Suzuki in front. Can't get it, and Carolina clears. Carolina clears, chat. If you're just coming in, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 subs by the end of the year. And Montreal now in their offensive zone. And tap pass went wide. And another shot sent towards the net. Didn't hit the mark. And Montreal keeps it in. And they score! But it is too little too late. Cole Caulfield might be a little too late. But alright between legs. Gotta keep your legs closed. Can't let those through. Can't let that through. And Fredrick has let his first goal in some time. There's a power play goal too. And if you're just coming in, please click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 by the end of the year. In Montreal, getting it into their offensive zone. But quickly, Carolina takes it back into their offensive zone and couldn't get a shot off. Here comes Montreal the other way. Sent it down into Carolina territory. And Carolina now getting the puck, but taken away by Montreal. 1-on-2. And that is redirected by Fredrick's next day delivery. And here comes Carolina the other way. Here's Carolina behind the net. Taken away by Montreal. And taken away by Carolina again, coming into the zone in a shot. Saved by Jakub Dobes. And if you're just coming in, make sure to smash that like button. Click that subscribe button. On my road to 200 subs by the end of the year. Really means a lot on my end. Truly means a lot to me on my end if you click that subscribe button. I'll gladly do more of these streams. I'll gladly do more of these streams. And yes, finally a goal for Montreal. 5-1, maybe a little too late. Oh, Too little, too late. It has turned into chaos, and if you're just coming in, please click that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 200 subs by the end of the year. Truly means a lot on my end, and make sure to smash that like button as well. Make sure to stay awesome. Carolina still leading in shots by a long shot. Pun intended. Or should I say no pun intended? Well, I guess actually the shots have dwindled. It's 28-21 in terms of shots. And Carolina has the puck behind the net now. Here's Carolina again. Going behind Montreal's net, and so close, so close. So close. Here comes Carolina again. Spin pass. Behind the net. A collision. But luckily no one's hurt. Here's Montreal behind their net. Less than 7 minutes on the clock. And shot. And another glove save by Fred Anderson. Fredrick's next save delivery. He has been nearly perfect tonight, stopping 21 of 22 shots. And looks like Carolina might move on to the Stanley Cup Finals. Collision at center ice. And Carolina sends it into Carolina's zone, but that'll be icing. Apparently, Carolina didn't touch it at center ice. Aho didn't get it at center, so we'll get a face-off in Carolina's zone. Aho in to take the face-off. Montreal wins the draw. And another shot sent towards the net as Fredrick saved that. Montreal now sending it behind the net. Sending it back again. Takes it out. And then sends it back in. Here comes Montreal. Behind the net. Tried to center it, but blocked was the pass. And Carolina sends it out. Montreal gets behind their net again. Here comes Montreal through center. And a shot that is saved by Fredrick's next save delivery. And Carolina fans chanting, "We want the cup." And Montreal tried to pass through, and that bounces off a stick. And this has been a game. This has been a game, chat. But Carolina has come out the better team. 5-1 is the current score. Doesn't seem like Carolina can be stopped. And if you're just coming in and haven't done so yet, make sure you smash that like button and click that subscribe button. Trying to hit 200 years. Not 200 years. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm tired. Trying to get 200 subs by the end of the year. That's what I was originally going to say, chat. That it is almost 10:40 here my time. I'm tired. Yeah, make sure to smash that like button and give that subscribe button a friend. I'll be here for part of the Cup Finals, but sadly I won't be here for all of it. Yeah, we'll have to see how Mitch Marner can perform in the Stanley Cup Final, his first since being traded from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sorry, chat, my allergies are getting bad. And Montreal has pulled their goalie with 4.5 minutes left to go. What is this decision? That's going to be another goal for sure. And, yep. Oh, not yet. Called it too early, chat. Called it too early. Not yet. And, oh, they missed another empty net. 4 minutes left. Montreal coming through center. And Carolina tried to send it down the ice. And no icing. Hudson gets the puck. Less than 4 minutes to go. Fredrick, go for the goalie goal. What are you doing? On here comes Carolina, and yep. There we go. There we go. Montreal, I don't know what you were thinking. Pulling your goalie down 4 with 4 minutes left. Sixth one, Carolina. Carolina sends it into Montreal's zone. Carolina behind the net. Behind Montreal's net. Whiffed on a shot, but and then the puck is sent out. Montreal now trying to get some pressure at center. Here's Montreal chipping it into Carolina's zone. And a shot, I think that rings to the post, or Fredrick made a really good save there. And another penalty. And this has been a game, chat. But one team has to come out on top. And it's looking like it's Montreal. I'm sorry. It's looking like it's Carolina. I am sorry, chat. It is 10:40 here. Eastern Pacific Time. Eastern Standard Time. Oh my gosh, I can't even get the... It's alright. I'm tired. Aho in to take the draw in the power play. And Montreal clears the puck. 2.5 minutes left to go. And 2.5 minutes of game time left in Montreal's season. And Carolina takes it in. Montreal coming in shorthanded. And Carolina fans again chanting, "We want the cup." Oh my gosh. Less than 2 minutes, chat. Centering pass. Couldn't get through. Slavin. Centering pass. Couldn't get there. Montreal trying to get it in to Carolina's zone, but Carolina gets the puck back. And Carolina just playing keep away. Fans are getting on their feet. 1 minute left to go. 1 minute left in Montreal season. "45 seconds. Montreal sends it down, and Carolina will just hold. Here's one last rush attempt for Carolina. Montreal trying to send it out. 20 seconds. Carolina coming in. Ships it in. Montreal will just hold it behind their net, and Carolina is going to the Stanley Cup. The Stanley Cup Finals. They did it, Chad. They did it. Well, chat, it is so late. I don't think I'm gonna be staying up for the trophy presentation. Well, chat, what a series. for the Carolina Hurricanes and the Montreal Canadiens. Going through the handshake line. $2000 Faucet. Oh wait, no. $2000 Faucet. That is the year of the Canadiens. Or of any Canadian team if you want to count them. No more Canadian teams are in the playoffs, guys. It's alright. Montreal at least made it to the Eastern Conference Final. Well, this wraps it up here for me on the Eastern Conference Final. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all in the Stanley Cup Final. Have a good night, have a good morning, wherever you're watching. And remember to stay awesome.